Hello everyone, welcome. Hopefully you guys are doing well. Oh, I have webcam on today because I'm feeling a little bit better and I'm not like constantly blowing my nose or coughing or something like that. 20 watch streak from JH. Only 20? Come on, man. Only. He's bald? What are you talking about? I mean, in all fairness, this is how long my hair is supposed to be. I say supposed to be. Like, this is like the length that roughly my hair was when I was married, actually. I just let it grow out because I'm lazy. And then I let it grow out for like 3 months. So you guys see how much of like an afro it is in comparison. No, it's actually like really short in comparison now. Alright. You know what time it is? Time for some dailies. Make sure you guys claim everything. I have too many 3x coupons and they're all expiring. And all these growth pots, like, kind of cooked, aren't I? I think it's a little cooked. So let's try to make the most out of it. What am I looking at? This thing. Time to grow the Legion levels. What? Legion levels? What? You mean just all in on this character? I don't really know what to do with, like, the Eternal Clockwork. It gives a lot of EXP, but it feels a little bit bad to use it on this character. Throw on a 210? Oh, hell nah. Is that real? Why does it feel like that's fake? Thoughts? I don't remember adding stream elements to my YouTube channel. See, this is why originally I had it on subscribers only. Also, hello, Rob. Or Robson? Hello. That's alright. I'm just gonna ignore that one. Because what if it actually is stream elements? I don't think it is though. That profile picture and stream elements doesn't seem to line up. Level 10 characters from 245 to 270. That is crazy work, dude. Oh, I didn't even pop my coupons. Thank you for the hydrate. Today I'm just going to be mostly grinding because I have so many coupons expiring. It's kind of cooked. When I upload to YouTube, please set to dub for Portuguese. You mean like turn on the auto dub? I know that some videos have that as an option. I can look into it. I know that, like, I've seen, like, I follow some Japanese card game players and they also have the option for auto dub. So you can have it automatically translate to, in my case, English. I can have a look to see if I can do that. I mean, it's just like an extra option. You don't have to use it, right? It was very confusing actually when I saw the dub for English from Japanese. Because most of the time it's alright. But in Japanese, at least in card games, a lot of them, like, you have to affirm what your opponent is doing a lot. It's like, yep, yes, yes. There's a lot of saying yes, basically. It was really weird to just hear that. Oh, my inventory's full. It's so weird that if your inventory is full, it doesn't pick up the box and just keeps chucking it onto the floor. Alright. Have a quick look at the hero Hexa thingo. Some have dub. You don't know much English and you search video dubs. Yeah, I can have a look to see if I can set that up for you. I'm not sure if I have the option to do it, but if I do, I can do that. Yeah, because obviously I'm assuming most of my viewers, they all can speak English, but I am actually pretty surprised for how many people around the world have seen my videos. Can I leave the hyperburn window until before it? I think you should still be able to apply the hyperburn and it stays around for like a while, right? Or does this current hyperburn end? Surely the current hyperburn doesn't just end. I would have assumed the hyperburn goes on all the way until the end of Challenger World. Yeah. I know the Challenger World is around for another 2 months. I don't know if the hyperburn itself does. Maybe the hyperburn creation window might close, but I feel like it should still be on for at least a little bit longer. I can check that for you. I don't want to keep your hopes up. I know that the current event rewards are ending. That is a fact. The current event's also ending. But surely not the hyperburn. Alright. Boys, it's time to investigate. We've got to find out. I'm trying to find it myself. Because yeah, the event definitely ends, but if you create it like say today, would you still be able to get all the stuff? What's the patch called? Every little thing, every precious thing. That's the Challenger Pass. It should say on the Hyperburn tab. I can't see it right now, of course. Oh no, my inventory is like so clogged. I'm just going to use all the node stones. Hyperburn ends tomorrow. So the Hyperburn, if you made it today, would just end at reset. Where would I check in my start tab? This is like a different character. I did burn this hero, but not with the actual Hyperburn. This is with the coupon. Yeah, it says that it ends, like, yeah. I think it does end tomorrow because all the rewards expire tomorrow. So unfortunately, you won't be able to get it. I wouldn't expect another Hyperburn, like, right away as well. I know, like, Hayato and Kana have, like, the upgrades and stuff like that. But I wouldn't, like, hold my hopes too high for that. If they do, it'll be probably like the Moshuan one, where it was just the levels. But even then, I'm not really expecting it. Yeah, the Wild Hunter one is Wild Hunter only. Because, you know, KMS remaster. They did the same thing with Shade Aran, although for that one you can only get one. I think also Kinesis, when we eventually get the remaster, also gets a Hyperburn. Yeah, all the Hyperburn stuff ends tomorrow, unfortunately. The Beyond Burn lasts a little bit longer, but for the Hyperburn itself, all the rewards and all the track is gone tomorrow. Kinesis does not? Really? I thought it did. Ah, that's too bad. I was kind of looking forward to a Hyperburning one. Hyperburn lasts until the 3rd. That's the date for the, like, Hyperburn Beyond thing, like from the 260 to 270. All the rewards for the 200 to 260 disappears today. Yeah, so like for the 260 to 270 one, it lasts a little bit longer. Yeah, the coupon one lasts like 60 days after you apply it. That's pretty normal with the coupon ones. Now, Paul is saying there's no specific one for Kinesis. So it's just like one generic Hyperburn. You can pick whichever class. Compared it to like the Wild Hunter remaster, where you can get a Hyperburn specifically for the Wild Hunter. Actually, that's probably, you know what it is? It's the same as when they remastered AB, because I think AB was also remastered on a big event. So you could have Hyperburned it. Or you could have just made the AB by itself. That's what it's like. I guess technically Ren, oh well, Ren is more of a new character than a remaster, but it's kind of like that. Yeah, I have so many rewards to claim. Oh, I should have been using these Gilded Clockworks. How many things are expiring in my storage as well? It's just the Twentina stuff, right? Yeah, pretty much. So I actually have the option to just level this one to 270. Should I do that? If I use all the resources, I can probably get to 270. I can get out of Arcus, possibly. Let me have a quick look. I want to see what Wacky Bean says for like the coupons at this rate. Like the vouchers. Like if I put like 10,000 vouchers, what do I even get? How much do I get for 1,000? 1,000 gives me roughly 20%. I've been pretty lazy with my Monster Park. If I had actually upkept my Monster Park, I'd probably be okay. But I have not. It's 5k a level? Yeah, that's what it says as well. So if I use like all the coupons, I have about 1,300 EXP vouchers, roughly. 1,300. So that'll get me more or less to 268. Actually, I don't even need that many. Because if I do my Monster Park and I spend 1k, I think I have 1k. I think I got 1k yesterday. Okay. So actually I'm already basically 267. Then if I get another, if I spend another 5k, I think I could probably do it right before reset. I'm gonna be early, up early tomorrow anyway. And we can claim and figure everything out then. And then we can get ourselves into, what's it, Odium. Hello, hello, welcome. Because like I kind of want to spend my advanced EXP vouchers on my Corsair to get it to 280. Or maybe the Ren to 280. How much do the pots give me? I have a few mag pots. Mag growth pot gives me about 10% each usage. Let's see what we can do. Hello Tyler, thank you for subscribing. Welcome. Man, I actually have so much to do. Because I still have a fair amount of bosses I haven't done yet. That's alright. Just means I have my work cut out for me. I think I still have my Blaze Wizard, my Marksman, and my Xenon's bosses left to do. So much. So there's no crazy rush. Even if there was a crazy rush, I'd still be behind anyway. I'm just procrastinating those boss mules. I do want to actually finish up on my my Marksman though, because my Marksman has, you know, it's on its way to its Genesis weapon, so I kind of do actually need to do that one. So does it mean that for a short amount of time we're gonna have double event buff? The rare double event buff. Yeah, every once in a while we get that. Let's see, 4, 2. 3. 5. Well, that's the next thing I need to do. I'm just going down the list of the things I'm unlocking. How is Hexa progression with daily story? I'd imagine pretty slow, because a lot of it comes from like grinding on the mobs. So if you don't give it the 5,000 fragments or 5,000 mob kills every reset, it's pretty slow. You will definitely level up faster than your frags will go up. Like the difference between characters that you level up just purely off of like Monster Park and dailies versus a character that you grind on, you'll notice a difference. Especially if the character you're grinding on has drop rate. Like this character, I have like 380, yeah, 380 drop rate on this one. So if I actually compare this character to say my mechanic, it'd probably be a bit higher, even though it's lower level, because I'm actually grinding on it. Hello, Posh. Yeah, I am saving for real. Look at my money. This is the most amount of money I've had on my stream for a very long time. I'm on 50 bill. Come on, you gotta admit, even for me, that's a fair effort. I win? Did you zero out, Pecco? Is it because I held on for one day? Dude, I went from like 20 to 50 and I was like, okay, we gotta be good for one day. You're gonna zero out on Kana? Bruh. Valid. That's part of the reason why I'm zeroed out, Pecco. My Kana is part of the reason. I think I made too many Meister rings on this character though. This is a lot of resources, so I'll have to farm back up like Grand Spell Essences and stuff. I don't have that many on this character anymore. We have 600. You're learning Blaster right now. Help you. Me? Helping? With a combo class? There's no way. All I can say is you got this, man. Good luck. I used a single cog in the last half an hour. Not smart. Yeah, I'm trying not to spend my money because if I can at least hold out for the next Star Forcing event, it'll be worthwhile saving. At the pace that I'm going, there's a very real chance I hit 200 bill by the end of by the time that we get to the event. If it's not in the first week, I think 200 bill for the event is doable. You have 60 boosters and 99 clocks expiring. How do you have 99 clocks expiring? How did you get to 99 without using them along the way? What the? You're supposed to use the clocks as you go. There's too many boosters. I feel like, Melvin, this is like a problem that you have every event. Am I wrong? Like legit, I feel like every event you just have this issue where You have all these coupons and boosters remaining. You know what? I'm also low-key in jail as well, because I'm pretty sure for this event I haven't claimed the 20 boosters. I don't even want to know how many boosters I gave up on my Ren. Oh my god, there's another 20 of them here. I have to claim these now. I have a lot of node stones I can put on other characters, that's fine. I have unique pot scrolls, that's also okay. I can see a few items I could use this on. That's all expiring. I need to go through every single one of my mules and find the ones that don't have like max decence, and I'm gonna chuck the node stones on it. All of my mules are gonna have max blink, max rope lift at this rate with all these free nodes. Might as well, right? Just pick your favorite, just open all the nodes, just put it all into blink. All into rope lift. Max hero as well. Well, max fountain, that's also another one. That's also pretty good. I feel like a lot of people have probably max fountain on like random characters and their main, of course, but I feel like some of my mules, like if I had to guess, my mechanic probably doesn't have max fountain. Max your decence. I mean, they do add up. Everything adds up for damage, right? Oh no, it's a fresh portal. Especially decent combat orders. Why specifically decent combat orders? Also, hello Liz. What does combat orders even give? Isn't it the one that gives you like status resist or something? Status resist is pretty good. Because all the other ones are just like random bits of stat, right? It's like 1 or 2 stat as you level it up. Status resist is definitely a bit more of a rarer stat line. You know, honestly, I should put some nodes on my Corsair, because the bind is like not even 120 yet, which is slightly concerning. It's actually kind of inconvenient. Yeah, it has like a 124 second cooldown bind or something like that. And we have like 30 EXP node stones from the event check-in, so I should have more than enough to max that. Hello Fuzzy. I'm doing well. I feel much better now. Way less sick. The only thing that I need to do that like I kind of dread doing is getting the 10 badges on this character. Because otherwise I'm training one fam at a time and it feels kind of bad. But I don't have time to do that right now. Because I have like so many hours of 3x coupons expiring. No, I don't have time. And it's not even that fast, even if I do it on my Cannon Master. It will take me at least like half an hour to 45 minutes to get all the badges. Assuming it takes you like around a minute per fam card. Some of them might drop instantly, some of them are going to take at least a minute. Oh my god, I haven't done Angler as well, you're right. Oh god, I haven't done anything. I haven't done any of my weekly content. It's cooked. More stream content. Oh, I've jailed myself. I have so many coupons I need to go through. I need to use everything. I don't know which character deserves the big clock. Maybe the Ren gets big clock. Then you can get to 280 as well. I can put all of my coupons, or like all the advanced EXP vouchers on my Corsair. I'll probably get to 280 from that. And then I can use the Eternal Clockwork on my Ren. How much EXP do you guys reckon the Eternal Clock will give like a 279? Because I've used it once before and it gave a lot of EXP. I have a 4x coupon as well in my storage that I got for from something. I think it was Frontier gave me a 4x coupon. So that's kind of nice. Stream doesn't end until all the coupons are done. If only I had the time to do that. That's not going to be the case. But I'll try to do as many of these as I can. Anyway, tomorrow I'm going to be streaming early, so I very well will be just grinding constantly. You're gonna miss this event? I will too, to some extent. I don't really miss, you know, getting these power elixirs that much. But, you know, every once in a while you get fragments, every once in a while you get EXP vouchers. It's kind of nice. Could be worse. How much Meso obtained again? 1966. How you find Heroes mobbing compared to Ren? Honestly, Heroes mobbing was a lot better than I expected. I wouldn't say that it's like exactly like AFK, although maybe there is a way to make it like more AFK, but I haven't really thought about it too much. I'm pretty okay with doing what I'm doing here. I'd say Ren's mobbing is like a little bit more freeform. I think the summon for Ren is a lot more versatile because of how much like area it covers. But Hero has Burning Soulblade, which it's a pretty good summon. It's not bad. I still say Ren's mobbing is probably a little bit better. Just because the summon covers like a lot of space horizontally, which seems to be more beneficial for bigger maps. But Hero is decent. That being said though, I'm not really farming with Dawn, so maybe my opinion is not fully informed. Okay, for the next rune I need to remember to pop some of these clocks and VIP boosters. Oh, that's another thing I have to keep in mind. I probably want to pop the Eternal one on a Liberated rune. Oh, how am I supposed to time that? No, it's Tilda. Debating between Hero and Hayato, I see. I think the only thing that I would like, if I was you, be a little bit bit mindful when it comes to Hayato is that I know newly created Hayatos should be able to get like a track of stuff. I think all Hayatos and Kanas can still get some of the things, but the new ones get a bunch of new rewards. I'm probably contemplating redoing my Hayato, because the new rewards make it look like it will get to 250 kinda okay, possibly. I don't think I'll play it as a boss meal unless it's like really good. Although I don't really like the idea of manually grinding to 250 again. I've done that too many times already. It gets better in Arteria. You don't hear that often. Next one we have a Burning Max or nah. The one like tomorrow? Probably not. I'll be kind of surprised if we get another Hyper Burn. We already got 2. I don't think they'll give us a 3rd one this soon. More likely we'll be waiting for like the next major patch for Hyper Burn. Unless Nexon decides to surprise us. I wouldn't keep my hopes that high though. When's the gift expire? Which gift are you talking about? So this is like how many symbols is this? Like 2,500? Is that enough to like reasonably complete this? 2.5k ish. That's about 800 symbols per one. So it's like it'll get everything to like 18. Symbols almost maxed. For Inkwell, I haven't checked. I don't know when it expires. I was gonna try and max the Arcane River, like the arcane symbols on this character. Oh my god, there's a bunch of stuff here too that I haven't claimed. Mounts. Damage skin, effect, chair. I mean, half of these we don't really care about. Oh, I forgot to use this. Can use the coins for trade pots? Yeah. Actually, the thing that I've been using the coins on is actually my fatigue. Fatigue pots for crafting, so that I can make more Meister rings in one day. Because I was just impatient. But now I think I made too many. Hello, Baron. How you doing? Woke up too early? Me too, man. I've been trying to fix my sleep schedule, and I think starting today / tomorrow, I'm gonna try to like sleep better, wake up better. At least during the weekday, so then I can try to like make videos more consistently. I'm actually in the middle of making a hero video. I might be able to upload that tonight. Just like a bit of an update. And then starting next week, I'll do like my showcase stuff. As in, I know some people want to see what my character do in some bosses. Does it have footage of Piggy? It does. What's my normal wake up time? Really depends on when I go to sleep. but I do sleep like pretty late. I think my usual sleep time is like 3 or 4 a.m. This is from, you know, bad sleeping habits from uni, but also I used to work really late during COVID because a lot of my co-workers were from India. So naturally my work time was like shifted a little bit later, but technically at the time my work hours were like 9 to 5, right? But a lot of the work that I did, I needed the help of my co-workers, and they're in India a few hours behind, so I really only worked, let's say, from like 12 to about 5, right? So realistically, I didn't really do anything for the first half of the day, or rather the things I can do were very limited, because it was like a lot of like collaboration stuff. But then whenever I needed to do things, I had to wait until after office hours to be able to run some of my code, because it would like slow down the system, right? So the guys are like, oh, don't run anything until like overnight, like just let it run overnight or something. But for my work, because it was a lot of testing, I needed to see the results and find out what it was. So I'd usually like work, you know, let's say 12-ish to about 5, and then you know, just chill for a bit, and then around midnight I would pick back up my work to run some stuff overnight. So maybe that's why I sleep so late. And I did that for like 5 years. It's kind of cooked. As a result, I wake up at like noon most days, if not later. Thank you for the hydrate. Also, hello John, how are you doing? I am full-time YouTubing at the moment. Full-time content creation. I'm trying to get monetized on my second channel, where I focus mostly on TCG stuff, but that one's a bit hard. I don't know. Once I can get that monetized, it will be a lot more motivating, but right now I don't have the time to split making 2 sets of videos, so it's a bit hard. But yeah, so I'm trying to like wake up really early, like, and try to be consistent waking up early. It's so weird for me to tell people like, man, I'm so tired, I woke up early today, I woke up at 10. But in like the context of how my sleep cycle is, it is like 2 or 3 hours earlier than I usually wake up. So it feels awful. And then when my wife needs to go to work, I wake up at 6, which is a whole 6 hours earlier than I usually wake up. And those are the days when I usually early stream, because if I go back to bed, I'm knocked out for like the next 6 hours, and that's just like, that's too much. So yeah, that's a work in progress to like try to fix it. It's so hard though, because I also hang out really late on Friday nights. We just like, alright, on Friday nights all I do is I go to my friend's place and we just play card games the entire time, and I get home at like 5 AM. I always tell people I'm out on Friday, non-reachable until like Saturday, because I get home at 5 AM and people are like, wow, what are you doing until 5 AM? And I'm just like, I just play card games. I just play whatever card game we're into at the moment, or we play some Commander, and we get home at 5 AM. What can I say? Sleep is a you problem. 100% is. It doesn't help that I'm just saying, like, it doesn't help that was my sleep cycle for so long. So it's like really hard to get out of, because I can't help it. I'll look at the time and be like, ah, it's 9 AM. Still so early, and I just go back to sleep. It's just by default, you know. I just close my eyes and I just instantly fall back asleep. I don't exist until afternoon, quite literally. So actually, whenever you guys see me stream around this time, I've only been awake for a few hours. Except today. Today, I've been better. I woke up reasonably early. I spent the early hours editing, so hopefully I can get some more videos out soon. It's a little bit dry right now, I'm not gonna lie, because I finished up with my Ren, so I'm trying to convince myself, or like, not convince myself, but trying to motivate myself to make videos, just like do something. I also want to edit that video of me progging Adversary blind, because that was actually kind of fun at the time. Explains the bedhead. Nah, that's just my hair. It literally just does not go down. If I brush it, it will just, unless I take a shower or use like hair products, my hair will just do whatever it feels like. That I've already accepted defeat. Like legitimately just accepted defeat with my hair. Next up, Kana Hayato rework videos. Yeah, for sure. I think that'll be fun because I already do have a Kana, so it'll be kind of cool to try it out. Oh, yo, I see Melvin in my map. Did he kill it? He killed it. He hit me with the "you're welcome." That is crazy. Defame him? Dude, defaming somebody during the wolf portal is crazy work. Yo, advanced EXP voucher, that's pretty good. So every 1,000 I think is about 20% for me. That's a lot. Rock, paper, scissors, get a small pouch. Nobody else is gonna like accept the rock, paper, scissors though. You can offer it, but nobody's gonna accept. I haven't really seen that many star spec boxes. They're not. I've been like kind of unlucky over the last couple of days. I feel like I never capped 10 within 2 hours. But I actually can't wait to use the specs because I have a traced belt on my Corsair, and I kind of want to try to tap that. There's also the option to tap the traced Zerk on my battle mage, but I guess technically I'm doing X Lotus, so I'm in no rush for that. But yeah, if my Corsair can get a 22 belt, that'd be really nice. But 22 with one spare is yeah, it's not great. The chances are not in my favor. Again, new haircut? I did. Well, this is actually like usually how long my hair's supposed to be. I say supposed to be. This is how like roughly the length that it was when I got married. Just as a context, right? This is usually my hair. After, like, I should be maintaining it at this length. Usually. But I just get lazy. I just don't cut it for like 3 months. And then I end up how you guys saw me like a week ago. You can see it, like throughout the VODs. You can see it definitely like growing longer. It's so funny because I also don't like style my hair. I just let it do whatever. But yeah, I mean, I basically did just get out of bed. My hair will just do whatever it feels like. The only way that like it will be flat is if I, you know, shower or use hair product, basically. That being said, my hair is actually like pretty wavy. It's naturally wavy, which is a bit of a pain in the ass. I realized that it's a bit of a first world problem. My sister has the same issue. Her hair is also like really wavy, and she hates it. She hates that it's wavy. But all her friends, like, they're just like, wow, it's so nice having like naturally styled hair. She's like, I just want straight hair. Come to realize nobody appreciates the things that they have. Everyone wants what they don't have. I think to some extent I do kind of wish that my hair was a little bit like flatter and not as wavy as it is, but it's alright. Alright. Come on, Rune. Maybe I can manually train to 267. I think High Mountain will also give me a decent amount of EXP. Which 6-job skill did I do first? You mean for like my hero? I did Raging Blow first. This one, Mastery 1. And then number 2, I did Beam Blade. So I did Masteries 1 and 3. Those were my first 2 that I put. And that made farming like pretty bearable until I got Soul Janus. And even with Soul Janus, I'm mostly using those 2 skills. You can see like I'm attacking and then this like... You can't really see it actually. This projectile. This one here. That's only like a 4-second cooldown. So you can cook up some like pretty okay rotations on these flatter maps. It's quite nice. The 1 value point is nice. For me, I had the problem where I made my hero and I didn't have the 5k mobs thing available, so it was a little bit awkward. Couldn't get Soul Janus kinda immediately. Yeah. I wanna see if I can get to 270 today. I think it's doable because I haven't even done like normal Monster Park. I should have done Monster Park over the last couple of days. I've just been lazy. I hate Monster Park, man. But Monster Park by itself would actually level me up. From here, it gives me about 20% or so. You got 4 armors and a weapon? Huge. Congrats. Your Kana / Hayato is going to be instantly decked out. If you decide to play those classes. No? What do you mean no? They're the brand new things. You have to play those classes. Okay, that's at 5. What's next? I need to level up this one to 2. Man, doing 1 fam at a time is kind of annoying. Hello, Yuki. How you doing, man? Make a Kana in Solace just to abuse it? But wait, do you play in Solace in general? Okay, you know, that's a stupid question. I understand what you meant now. So you play in Solace, but you're making 1 in each of the servers. Is that what you're saying? And then you do double dailies. Alright, that's what you meant. I was just like, wait, why are you going to Solace? I don't know why, I just assumed like you were somebody who played in Chronos or Hyperion. Like, oh, I'm just gonna make them in Solace. I was like, wait, what? What are you talking about? Then I realized, nah, it's okay. It's relaxing now, I'm glad that you can chill. Nah, but it's different in Hyperion because the Challenger world you can leap to Hyperion. That's why I was confused. Why specifically Solace? Nah, if I make them, I'm definitely playing them in my regular server because I want the money immediately. Meso is important. Battle of the minorities, what the heck? I don't know why people are so, like, why they're hating on Hyperion so much. To be fair though, like, my opinion on what I like in a server is like pretty irrelevant to majority of players, I'd imagine. I'm just kind of doing my own thing. For me, I'm just having my own fun. Rad is molding every day. It's because the number of people that he can boss with is limited. That's his problem. I think it's like a bit of a mix of like small server plus time zone. But that's not to say that he wouldn't also mold if he went to play in Kronos. Also, hello Nick, how you doing, man? There's still a world where Rad plays in Kronos and is still molding every day. Effective playing on reboot. Hey Nick, you wanna see something cool? You see how my character's outlined in black? Oh, I don't know if you can see it, it's underneath the chat. Yeah, got 100% drop rate. W. Is yours also outlined in black? It's not a bad problem to have for the drop rate, fam. It's a little bit more annoying if you had it on your boss, fam, but that's not a problem that I have at the moment. Yours was red. Yeah, close enough. Basically like twins. Yeah, the Inkwell things gave me like IED 4 or 5 times. And I'm just like, I don't need IED. Dude, it's so cursed for my hero. Look at the IED. I'm not in damage gear. I'm at 95% IED. I think in my damage gear, I'm like close to like 98%. Like, what am I gonna do with all these IED fams? Stop. Give me something good. 6 attack, please. Anything. I currently only have 2 damage fams. So I'm really hoping to get a third one. I'll take like attack, even like a 20 or 30 boss damage. Like I want anything, just so then I have 3 fams. Also, I haven't unlocked 10 badges on this character yet, so I should probably do that, but not yet. I need to use all my coupons first. Open fire, people don't like Hyperion. Yeah, see, the thing for me is like, I don't ever care to party with random players. That's never been like a part of my gameplay. I would just try to solo it, and if I can't clear it, I'll work towards it. So the party size, or like the world size for me was never a big concern. So for players like that, like, it doesn't really matter which server you go into. Like if your goal is to like just clear the content yourself, and you don't really plan on getting carried, doesn't matter which server you went to. That's why Hyperion was nicer, because you got better burning. But now, like better burning and more availability on maps. But on now that we have instance maps, that's less of a concern. Oh, do you know what's really funny, actually? I know a lot of people are like, wow, Hyperion's like a dead server. I think it was on the EXP Rune Day. Like, very recently. It was either like last week or the week before. I forget. I had a lot of people in my guild complaining that they couldn't find a map in Carcion. The exact... Like, the exact complaint, or like the rough paraphrase complaint was, I thought Hyperion was a dead server, why can't I get a map? On one of the maps he was trying to AFK on. I think it was like Sunken Ruin 2 or something like that. He was like, why is every channel full? I took Twentina and I lost my map. I've never heard anybody complain about that before in Hyperion. So that was kind of funny. The server's alive and well, it's just like vocal minority. Overrated? Whatever's easier for people, right? I mean, I've never been a fan of a lot of the meta maps back when I was farming in the smaller ones. I just always made my own rotations. I mean, even for my Ren, everyone was like, oh, you gotta go to Summer 5. That place is so AFK. And I was just like, I don't like this map. It's not my style. So I decided to jump around instead in like Summer 3 or something like that. To each their own. But it is still pretty funny. Like, the sentiment still stays. The fact that Sunken Rune had 4 people per channel per map. That's so funny to me. Especially when people were like, wow, I thought Hyperion was dying. Oh, clearly not. You had at least 120 players in the same map. At least. Year 3 gang. Wow, Melvin, you and Steve are sharing the map. That just means that the next Sunday you guys will be on the same map and fighting for the same map. Thoughts? I will tell people to go to EF3 from now on. If anyone asks me where's a good place to train in Carcion, straight to EF3. You just got into Talhart? You know, asking for a friend, what map are you farming in Talhart? You know, actually it's impossible to fill up Talhart in Hyperion. It's not enough 290s. You made me remember something that I did really early in my, in my series. So, when I made my channel, one of the first things I did was I was like really slowly releasing videos getting to level 200. Because, you know, hyper burning and burning wasn't really a thing. And I think I played the character completely off event as well. So, it did actually take me like a few weeks to get to level 200. Playing like somewhat casually, right? And one of the things I remember doing was like sharing a map. And I knew for a fact all 20 channels, Kronos only had 20 channels at the time, had 100% burning. I've been there so many times and I showcased it in one video. And then I never saw 100% burning ever again. And I was like, surely like I don't have that effect on my own training maps, right? Like I didn't think that my channel was big enough for that to even like happen. But the burning just disappeared forever. And I was just like, this is so stupid. Like I said one thing, released the video, don't know if it's a coincidence, never saw 100% burning ever again. Because it was actually a pretty good map. Like you trained exactly on level and it was 100% burning. I played myself, I really did. Because the crazy part was about a year later when training guides were like still sort of relevant, when people were still working on their 8k Legion, trying to get to like 140 or whatever. This map is like an early, like level 100 map, right? It's very early. It was one of the ones in, what's the thing? It's called the something Forest, LNL Forest. I don't know what it's called. There's like some forest somewhere. I don't remember where it was. It was the one with like the fairies. And that map had 100% burning for the longest time. I released one video, never saw 100% burning ever again. But then the thing was, in a lot of the training guides I read, for, moving on, a lot of them had that map listed on it. I was like, okay, whether or not I caused it, there were definitely a bunch of people who found out around the same time. Because I remember trying to do my Legion grinding, and all the burning was sucked dry. Whether I did that to myself or somebody else had a similar idea, I don't know, but I never showed a secret training spot ever again. Every time I went to train something, I just chose something meta so then I could keep the actual training maps to myself. I learned my lesson. Was Reboot always pitch and gear gated? You gotta change the way you're thinking about Reboot. It's not pitch and gear gated specifically, it's time gated really heavily. Just in general. It's just that a lot of people complain about pitch and end game gear, which is inherently time gated. But there's a lot of other time gates, like Golix is inherently time gated, Dom Pennants are time gated. You know, that's what Reboot is, because you can't trade. It's just that we're getting to the point where people are actually reaching that point in the game where they're starting to complain about it. Because if you went back 5 years when a lot of us were like level 250, nobody was complaining about that sort of stuff. They were complaining about droplets. We were complaining about droplets, which is another time gate for our end game gear. It's just that like complaint hasn't really changed. It's just evolved. They are making it better though, which is good. It is still inherently time gated, but they're adding more things to alleviate it in a server that cannot trade, because a lot of the systems are balanced around being able to buy and sell to other players. Hello Johnny, how you doing? For the pitch whispers, always ET. I think whispers. Those are the ones where you can like pick. Is that the one you're talking about? I forget. I always mix them up. That's why. Just making sure. If it's the one that you can pick, yeah, it's probably Source is a good pick in a lot of people's thing, because it's like a guaranteed item. If you already have like 1 or 3 set, like the Source going straight to 21 is like really nice. ET is always good for most players. I think even like 18 star ET is like really strong. I think I would hold off from book specifically on the off chance that you happen to get one. All the other items you can get spares and you don't feel too bad. But for book it might feel kind of bad to get a spare. Specifically for book. 40 boss fam? I'm just a little bit sad that I can only do like a few of these fams at a time, because I don't have 10 badges yet, and I'm a little lazy. Same difference? I guess the minor difference is that for Source, if you get a spare of it, then you can go for 22 after you're 21. The book is just, it's like probably the most feels bad to get a spare of, but it's guaranteed, so yeah. But ET is nice though. I do think that ET is nice. Later on, after you start like blowing up more pitch in the nicest way possible, like you'll probably end up blowing up some items. You start picking the ones that you don't have the traces of. Like for my pitch pity, I'm most likely gonna pick like an eye patch on my Corsair, for example, because I've never seen an eye patch on that character. So then in the future, if I need to restore something, I'll have at least the trace for it. That's yeah. Have you got that mystery sickness? Is it actually something that's gone around? Because I did get sick over the last couple of days. I didn't have my webcam on because I was like blowing my nose constantly. Alright, see you Baron. Thanks for dropping by, dude. Your Ren got first week? For 2 weeks now? So it's not just me. A lot of people have been getting sick. But for me it wasn't that bad. It was like mostly like phlegm and a cough. That's okay. A little bit of Bisolven helped a lot. You felt better and got worse again? Please tell me that. That's not gonna happen to me. I would really like to stop being sick. I want to be feeling good by the time that my sister's wedding comes around, which is like in a month. Like at the end of the month. I would not like to be sick at her wedding. I need to try to pop these boosters. I keep forgetting. What are you guys doing? Are you guys also trying to make the most out of the leftover event things? Might have to just skip dailies. We're sitting here the whole time. Thoughts? No dailies today. Just grinding. Hello, Leonardo. You needed to create your hyperburn? As in like the one with the coupon? Daily symbols are OP? I know, but I don't have time. You have 131 3x coupons. Yeah, don't worry. Every event, there's a bunch of us that just like have a bunch of them expired. There's two groups of people. People who are like still dry after given like that many coupons, and there's people who haven't touched them at all. It's... yeah, that's how it is. Yeah, Melvin, you're one of them. You got Yuki here. There was a few others that said that they had like 80 plus coupons. Parsh, there you go. See? Heaps of us. It makes you wonder, why don't we use them to do our dailies? If you had done one coupon per time that you did dailies, you still would have had a surplus of like 80 of them. Just let that sink in for a second. Yeah, 15 left. Yo, this is about the same as me. Because if you don't win max, you feel bad. But on the flip side, now you're wasting 150 of them. Does not feel bad? Thoughts? If I can solo easy adversary within 25 minutes, good enough for a normal party. Possibly? For a 3-man party, yeah, I think so. Can't give into the FOMO? I know, I'm just taking the piss. Wish you had them during night trip? Dude, agreed. 3x coupons during night trip would have been goated. Especially because like I was actually training pretty hard during that time. I grinded a lot. But yeah, nah. Don't get FOMO'd into it. I'm just trying to make the most of what I can use because I know I can actually use these. And I do. I should probably use them to reach the goals that I have in mind. You know what I mean? Like, it's different if you're doing it for the sake of using them. I have like set goals. I gotta reach them somehow. I should probably use them before they expire. Has more passive EXP than Night Troop. Definitely if you do the polls, yeah. 100%. It's not even close, dude. Legit, it's not even close. The procs are like still pretty good here as well. Yeah, it's really nice. And the fact that we actually have 3x coupons like makes up for all the crap that Night Troop had. Like this Night Troop, the most recent one, arguably one of the worst events that I tried hard in. But I think I had to put myself in that mentality to be able to do my subathon, so it was kind of okay. But in hindsight, it was like not that great of an event. I think I would have been happier if I took frags the entire time. Like, trained the same amount as I did, but did frags the entire time. Except for maybe the last week. I think the last week, I grinded, like, a good amount of EXP from the boosters. Like, I actually made a lot of EXP on that Wild Hunter. Like, that very last week, I pushed my Wild Hunter from, like, 265 to 273 in a week. That was crazy. But the frags for the first couple of weeks would have been fine. I think it wouldn't have made that much of a difference on my EXP, if any. Like maybe it's like 10% difference, but that's like really whatever. I would have been happier with the fragments, I think. It's all good, all hindsight. Now we know for next time if an event similar to this comes around. You live and learn. No one expected Twentina. No one expected it to be this good. What if they're surprised with part 2? What if they made part 2 the same exact event, but they took out the power elixirs and then doubled the advanced EXP vouchers. Thoughts? Nobody's playing MapleStory anymore. We're all playing Portal Simulator. Need them to give you a 3-month break. Dude, there's an event that we haven't had return. What if they bring back the piggy bank? What's the thing called? The Clover event. Ah, people are cooked if they do something like that again. Double power elixirs remove the EXP vouchers. I do think it is kind of funny that, like, they literally removed the wolf portal and they brought back the wolf portal for this event. What was the Clover event? So, it was probably one of the craziest, like, pay-to-win systems, I think. Like, I remember you could farm clovers, but if you had the pay-to-win tool that you could buy, it's like a buff for yourself. You could cap more, and they drop way more often. And then you could spend the clovers to buy mesos. At the time, you could also use it to buy node stones, and node stones were like, imagine if you could buy fragments. That's probably the best comparison I could put it, because at the time those node stones were like really important for everybody, because max nodes was not like really a thing yet. But imagine if you could farm currency that you could trade in for mesos and frags. Yeah, that was the event. And it wasn't like a small amount of mesos, it was like 10 bill. Like you would grind for like 2 days and you got 10 bill. It capped really fast and you could buy them like pretty frequently. Ah yeah, good old Clover event. One of the most glorious pay-to-win events they ever did. Is the boss coin shop ending tomorrow? If they are, I've already bought them out. I'm not sure. I'm assuming so. I think anything that's like flickering is gonna disappear. That's my guess. I haven't even taken all those things out of this adversary thing. Oh no. Alright. Give me something good. Who's ready for something terrible? Alright. If I really wanted something, I would really like either boss damage or percent attack. Those would be on my wish list. Alright. It's pretty clean so far, so there's still a chance. Want to see a percent sign nice and soon. Okay, we didn't see anything. So, it can still possibly be 6 attack. Okay, there's a percent sign. I want to see a 6. Oh, 6! Could be it. Could be it. It could be literally anything though. This thing could be like... Oh wait, no, it's too short. It's cooked. No, it says attack power, doesn't it? It has to be longer. Ah, it's useless. No. It's too short. Wait, attack power is attack? Are you sure? I thought it said it's attack power. Alright, guess the stat, boys. I don't think it's attack. Alright, place your bets. Attack power is attack, yeah. Alright, we got some votes for defense, we got strength, dex, luck, int. I'm gonna put my money on luck. Ah, strength. You know, at least that's kind of usable. Yeah, 2 people said strength. Have two 6% attack fams, is it better to replace ID fams? Your class has naturally a low ID. If you have like pretty low ID, I'd say, when I say pretty low, I mean like below 90, then, or below like 93. The ID fams are probably pretty good, but if you have 95 plus, I would use the attack fams. Same element, 1.6, not bad. If you didn't buy the pass, you had to do 2 WAPs just to cap clovers. Yeah, if you didn't buy it, it took forever to cap. And I think if you paid for it, didn't it increase the amount you could farm? Or did it just make it faster? I can't remember. Whatever it was pretty blatantly pay to win in comparison to the event otherwise. Because it was like 4 times the speed to farm the clovers. It was so much faster. Did your first end limbo clear? Hey, congrats! Got the roid in the first clear. I haven't seen the limbo roid, I think. I don't think I've ever seen it drop. Hey, congrats though. I missed the piggy bank. How many of you guys have never interacted with the piggy bank? The Maple Tour piggy bank. Did you guys start playing after it got removed? I'm not crazy, right? There used to be a Maple Tour piggy bank, didn't there? I'm not crazy, am I? Wasn't there a Maple Tour piggy bank? Have I gaslit myself? There was? Alright. There was one. Yeah. So basically what it was, like, if you did enough Maple Tour, you would get like these coins, and you could trade in the coins. I think you could probably still get them, right? The coins still existing? That's how you get the Maple Tour chair now, right? You spend the coins. Like, you could have spent those coins on a piggy bank that gave you like 10 bill. Was it 10 bill? 1 bill a day? Or at least that was the Clover piggy bank. I don't remember if that was the case for Maple Tour. Rest in peace, piggy bank. You were always the greatest. Got you to start Maple during Sengoku badge event. Stop playing before you got the badge. That's alright. I found out the other day that one of my characters in the reg server has a Sengoku badge. And I don't remember doing that at all. I don't remember anything. Ah, 100 mil a day, not 10 bill. 100 is 1 bill. Was it 1 bill a day or 100 mil a day? I feel like it was 10 bill, right? I don't know. We're just like boomer memories. Anybody who was playing around that time, we all just like... Yeah, I remember something like that. But yeah, you had to claim it like once a day. I feel like it was 10 bill though. I feel like I was really excited every reset to get 1 bill. Yeah, if you had enough coins, you could buy them. But I think it did take a little bit of time to get the coins in the first place. I don't think you would have got like 40 bill a month. Because you could only run, what, twice a day? Unless you paid for it? Unless you're talking about the Clover. In which case, yeah, the Clover was pretty fast. I don't know what the speed was for Maple Tour though. Because like Maple Tour, if you do all 7 every day, you get like 1 bill a week. And then you could also get the piggy bank. Like much faster. It's like 3 times faster. Yeah, I don't remember the exact details, but I'll take your word for it. Before C10 mules were a thing. Yeah, C10 mules would never have been a thing if it wasn't for 6 Job. That's for sure. 6 Job changed everything. I made Enlomian mules during that time too. That's why all of my old mules all have 4 set superior. I have like 20 characters on my account with 4 set superior, and none of them are like above level 230. Because all I did with my friends was trade C10, trade Golix. Like I have random characters on my account with just 4 set superior. 4 set superior, 5 set Abso with CRAs all set up and stuff. Random Karna's treasures and stuff. Yeah. It was a different time back then, for sure. I remember when the Enlomian mules didn't even make that much money. I feel like if you did Enlomian back then, you only got like 800 mil compared to like the 1.4 bill you get now. Yeah, the old Lotus. Oh, the classic is you load in and then you instantly die because the laser spawned on you. In P1. It wasn't until a little bit later when they made it so that it always spawned as a cross. Until then, it was just random. It would just spawn however once. I think it was 1 bill. I think it was less than that. Because, there was before Akechi. I think when Akechi was released, then it came to 1 bill. Either that or I didn't do Pinot. There was almost 0 chance that I did Pinot on my mules. Because I don't think Pinot even dropped the ring. It wasn't until a little bit later when Pinot dropped the ring. I forgot to pop another booster. Oh no, I'm gonna be here forever. You're not that old. Refuse to do Pierre because you just get angry. It's so funny saying that in, like, knowing the power ceiling of the game right now. It's like, man, I hated Pierre. I think people still tell each other that Pierre is the worst boss because we all just remembered how awful it was to struggle. Bring back the Lumi. You know what? Possibly. My Lumi is one of the other characters on my account that does have a Wonderoid heart. It's the only other character with a Wonderoid heart. Meso piggy bank, 140 coins. You get 50 million mesos a day, up to 1 bill meso. Ah, there you go. Okay, so the one that I was thinking of was specifically for the Clover event then. The 10 bill, I swear that the Clover one was like 10 bill. I remember it being really big. But it makes sense that the... Maybe I'm gaslighting myself. Maybe it wasn't even 10 bill. I don't know what to believe anymore. I just remember the piggy banks being goated. But yeah. The Maple Tool one, 50 mil a day. I mean, that's still pretty good. Up to 1 bill mesos? Whew. That's some good stuff. For the Clover, it was 10 bill? Yeah. But the Maple Tour one wasn't that good. Like, wasn't as good as that one, right? Because we got Capri, he found like the patch notes for it. You can get 50 mil a day up to 1 bill. But yeah, the Clover ones were 10 bill then. Is Ursus still a thing? Yeah, but everyone just solos it. Like, if I was to do Ursus, I would just load into Ursus, do 5% and just die to it. Or something. How does Ursus work? The same as usual. If you do Ursus during like the double meso times, you get twice as much money as you would otherwise. All you gotta do is either kill it in a party and contribute some damage, or you can solo it and do at least 5% and then you'll get S rank or whatever it is. So you don't have to do it in a party. Even technically in Chronos you don't need to do it in a party, you can just solo it. Just do 5% to the boss roughly, or 500 points or whatever, and then just die. And you get some money. I never remember like the Ursus times, but I think it's like an hour or two after reset for a few hours. There's also a time slot right before reset as well, like 5 hours before reset or something. From +1 to +4? Yeah, something like that. I never remembered it. I haven't done Ursus in a while. The last time I did Ursus was in Challenger World, because like, you know, I can't be too picky about your own income. Just checked it in Google about piggy banks. 1 bill per day, 10 bill, and you could buy 2 with the clovers beside the NX piggies in the cash shop. Yeah. It was so much money. And even more if you paid it. Yeah, undeniably probably one of the best pay-to-win things in the game. Ooh, fragments. Okay, what are we up to here? 5, 3, 2. Now this one needs to go to 6. It's still funny to me like how this character is just like pitch black. If I had just one more day to do some grinding, it would be pretty comfy, but I do not. They reboot endgame content so accessible to everyone. What can they push out? I mean, for any game like this, they just have to make it harder to get to the next step, which is kind of what they're doing. Like, to do the most recent content, you need to be at least 290 to access Baldrix. It's not exactly an easy milestone to reach. Then once they release more content, it's going to be like a 295 boss. Also a giant leap from 290 to 295. And then depending on how they feel, they'll make it easy to get there. That's how it's always been. Like, they keep releasing new content at new milestones that only a handful of people will be able to reach. And then once people get closer to that, they'll release more content, or they'll make it easier to reach that point. I mean, for the longest time, it was pretty hard to get to 260. It wasn't until they introduced, like, the hyper burns when getting to 260 or 250 was a bit more commonplace. But before then, like, it was genuinely really slow to get to 250, 260. But obviously because they released 6 job, they normalized getting to 260. But until the introduction of 6 job, getting past 250 was actually kind of slow. Not kind of slow, very slow. And this was like in a game that had totems as well, and even then it was still like pretty slow. Because we didn't have daily EXP at the time either. Culture shock. That's a pretty good way to describe it. The game has definitely changed a lot, but I'd say for the better. I think it's really fun that all of us can, like, access a good chunk of the content, I'd say. They're gonna change heroes up jump in the future? I think that's in the next balance patch, yeah. I think they're removing, like, the button up jump. It's gonna take me a little bit of time to get used to it being gone, though. I think I'm gonna miss it. You hate it? I think they should just give us the option to have it either on the button or otherwise. Like Cannon Master's like that too. Cannon Master, you can up jump by, you know, up jumping normally, or you can press the button. Yeah, the fact that Flashblade can go straight up is so funny to me. It's too good. Right. We're pretty close to leveling up. Probably like another hour, and then I'd level up. Alright, make it easy for me next on. Just give me 30 boss and call it a day. No. Alright. Let's change things up. I'm gonna do the rest of my dailies before I forget them. Also need to sell this Black Mage Crystal. Oh, I have so many Punch King tickets as well. Guess I could put that on my Corsair and Ren. Alright, they're both definitely getting to 280. How much percent do you guys reckon I'll get from a Punch King on those characters? You guys reckon I'll get like 10%? Like, if I do moderately well, obviously I won't be able to kill the statue. you do 800, you'll get 13%. That's pretty decent. So let's say conservatively, I get 10% per ticket. If I get 10% per ticket, that's 30% all up. It's not bad. $750 is easy, which is 12%. Even better. Oh, I didn't do my solo voyages yesterday. Did they instance the Arcane River? Yeah, they did. I had to make sure. I just stopped attacking for a bit just to see. I'm pretty sure it's instance. I hope I didn't KS him. Is that challenge? Please tell me it's not Challenger World only. Have I been KSing people this entire time? He didn't say anything. Yes, as in I was KSing him, or yes, it's instanced. Leave it for you to decide. That is crazy. Should go back and find out. I did actually hear that this map. Yeah, I'm gonna believe that it's all instanced. Because I remember reading that somebody said that this map in particular is not instanced. Unless that's fixed. Is Challenger World only? Oh, it's cooked. So I was just KSing somebody. I'm so sorry to that guy. And not just that guy. I must have been KSing so many random people and they're like, what the hell is this guy doing? Oh no. I didn't know. Oh no. Look, I don't usually see people in Hyperion, okay? That's my excuse. It's not a very good excuse, but I don't usually see people. Hey, let's not go around saying things, yeah? See, the thing is, I stopped attacking and it looked like nothing died on my screen, so I don't know. So good. You'll have to forgive me because I'm not coming back to that map. Oh. can get all of these to 18 maybe. Wait, where did that go? Wait, where did I put that? Ah. I just didn't do the math correctly. Let's see, 254. $293? Wait, it's off by 2. Alright, now my vanishing journey is the one that's the lowest. That's okay. Almost done. You burnt yourself out with Ren, you don't want to do Monster Park on your BAM. That's alright. He was getting chaos in 2026. My excuse is I didn't realize that he was there. Yup, that's the OG excuse. Oh, sorry, I didn't see you there. Alright. Let's claim all the rewards, because I'm gonna forget otherwise. There's so many nodes. So much honor as well. Okay. $400 nodes is crazy. Okay. Let's fix the Corsair and Ren first. I know my Corsair and Ren are definitely missing like a few EXP nodes here and there. Okay, what are we missing here? Oh, that's why. It's because it's not boosted. What the heck? I don't need to level this up, it just wasn't boosted. Oh. No. There we go. Alright, you get some extra stat there. Alright, disassemble. Entire page. What do I need here? I need 2 here. No, 3 here. 2 blink, 3 of these. I ran out of. Never mind. Oh, it's locked. Disassemble. And now I'm never going to be able to max blink. Unless... Actually, that's fine. I didn't even check fountain, but it looked like it was maxed. How's my Ren's fountain looking? Ah, it's maxed. Yo. Wow, evidently I care a lot more about my Ren than I do about my Corsair in terms of nodes. I guess it did get like a lot of stuff for free. That makes a lot of sense. Let's see here. Do I want to know? Oh, you know what? There's a lot of stuff that's like not touched here. No, let's open all 400 of them here. Where is it? Grab this. Grab this. The Wild Hunter deserves it. It is going to be mule number 5, so it's fine. Okay. Will and Seren skills do a lot? I mean, it is free damage, but it's not that much. Undeniably, though, it is free damage. Realistically, I probably should be maxing those on some characters. But I do kind of want this character to have an okay time in some bosses. So I'm just gonna clean it up. Are these all maxed? Probably, right? That's not. Decent fountain. Guided arrow. It's probably so minimal, but sure. Probably should have maxed this, but it's okay. Guided arrow needs 2. How much does this need? Like 10? Wow, just enough. Blink. 20. Blink will get more than Guided and Will. Probably. Oh, I can get one more level in Blink. Value. Alright, so that's all that done. Honor. Where do I put the honor? Maybe Kana? I feel like Kana is not a bad character to put the honor on. Because if I'm gonna play it, I'm gonna need to fix it. It has 500,000 actually. Yeah, get out of the way. Actually, that's kinda okay. The honor one's always the hard one, hey. What about my marksman? Does it have 3 line yet? I didn't check. I know it has attack speed and a crit rate. Does it have boss damage or attack for the last line yet? Guess we'll find out. Get out of the way. It does not. It has 2 mil honor. I didn't reroll. That's so sad. What the? I have a 20% iron drop rate, and I have a meso line here. What's going on? Where do I put the honor? Blaze Wizard? Legit, all of it's got to be wasted if I don't find something to put it on. Oh god, my blaze wizard is cooked. You guys see this? You know what? I know I missed the event, but I have nothing to use the honor on. I'm just gonna... Don't worry about it, guys. I don't even know what I'm looking for. It's probably like boss damage and abnormal, if I had to guess. This is a good way to make sure you have something to put honor on, right? Just waste it off event. If you didn't pay attention. Legit, on the IA event, I only worked on my hero and I didn't even consider looking at my other characters. My marksman has 2 mil honor, this one has a bunch of honor. But this one is like actually cooked though, it has 1 line. Alright, and we can dump all the honor event stuff onto this character. Come on, unique abnormal. I'll probably settle on like just 2 usable uniques anyway. Oh. Alright, so I'll take unique magic attack or unique boss. Whatever comes first. Oh, another thing I need to check. Okay, this one does have it. I think the other Blaze Wizard doesn't have a drop IA. I was gonna do that at some point, but I'm too cheap to buy Miracle Circulators on that character. Check your honor. It's like I forgot about the event that we just had, and now it's just all gonna expire. So I'm just wasting it. Not gonna lie, I don't even hate hitting like crit rate. Maybe I should have kept that crit rate. If I hit unique crit rate, I'm just gonna keep it, cause like my Legion board is kind of griefing this character's crit rate. Maybe that 10% crit rate was okay. Because what am I on right now? Oh, that's because I'm on my training presets. Let's take away the Legion ones. Like, Legion assigned members, 46. So we'll probably take away like 40. So I'm still missing like 6% or something like that. How much am I adding here? 4. You know what, if I get 10... I should have kept that 10% crit rate. Would have been convenient. That's okay. We're just wasting honor so then we can put honor somewhere. Let's see. Which one was it again? This one? So that's... It's basically 2 mil honor. Sure. And you guys say that I don't love Woblop. He's alright. Alright, whatever comes first. Crit rate. Magic attack on unique. No! This character doesn't need buff duration, I don't think. No. Pretty sure I don't need this. I will double check just in case, because it's not easy to hit buff duration. Alright, what IA do we want? Abnormal boss damage. Okay, I will reroll. Wait. Did I just get it again? Or did it lag? Wait, what just happened? Did I just hit unique buff duration twice? Huh? What the heck? Yeah, unique buff durations back to back, or did I lag? What happened there? You hit the same thing twice in a row? That is crazy. Buff duration is not even... There's not an easy line to hit once, let alone twice. It was exactly the same number too, I think. Because I didn't think it changed. So lucky. Wasting my luck in the wrong spots. Give me boss damage. Or crit rate. Crit rate's also good. Skip cooldown. Are there many classes that need buff duration anymore? I can imagine the mages needing it. They have a lot of like random buffs, but aren't they changing the way that Infinity works? Isn't that going to be passive, so buff duration's like not as important? Unless I'm completely misunderstanding how that works. Buff duration again. Magic attack. You know what? Good enough. Why not Cirque? Because I have the other 2 lines already. This is just like random stuff. And also, no need to yell, bro. I'm just wasting the honor because I forgot about the IA event. So I'm just like spending it because otherwise it's gonna expire. What else do I need to claim? I'm gonna spend 300 coins somehow. What else? Got some cubes, some soul Erda. I need to find something to put these cubes on. Right. Surely my hero has something. Oh my god, I just did my skill sequence. Yeah, don't worry about that. Continuous classes for AB Link? I could see that. Let's see. Let's use this, because that's expiring as well. I love typing the same thing over and over. Oh, I need to do my frontier as well. Oops. My Mystic Frontier on my Corsair. Wow, that worked out really nicely. Let's claim these cubes. Unique pot scroll, 17 star scroll. I do actually have something to use this on. Well, not the unique part, but at least the 17 star part. Because then it goes up to 160, right? Or it could be this, or I can get my monocle. If I do CPQ and get my monocle. That doesn't really matter, actually. It really doesn't. Doesn't matter where I put it, as long as I use it somewhere. It's only 17 anyway. Losing event buffs? Actually, we get to keep the event buffs for 1 week. So we actually get double event buffs for a short amount of time. What the heck I'm going to use this on now? Now, Meister Ring is already unique. I kind of want to use these cubes though. Wait, okay, I have to make sure. Are they event specific? I hope not. They were not. Alright, hopefully it goes legendary. So I can actually use those cubes. I want to make this into my damage gear anyway, so I don't really mind. If it happens to get hybrid, even better. Boss is hard to hit, that's alright. I mean, I was just using the points because it was going to expire anyway. Don't worry, I've tried to reroll my IA for boss and cooldown reduction or cooldown skip many times in the past. I am well aware how hard it is to hit. I am well aware. I had to like go for it multiple times for my Cannon Master when I swapped to my Corsair, and after I swapped from Jet. So I redid my IA multiple times. Ooh. Alright, we're going for the tech, boys. We're going for the tech. Oh. We're going for 12 and 9 strength. And then we stamp it. 9 and 9? Nah, 12 and 9. 12 and 9. I hope I don't hit a hybrid. The amount of times I've hit hybrids with 2 lines like this, more than I'd like to remember. Actually, no, this character kind of needs hybrids. Okay, maybe I'm okay with hybrids. It'll be pretty funny. If I hit a hybrid, I won't even reveal the 3rd line. It will just be 2 lines. And if anyone looks at my gear, they'll just be confused. Man, that's kind of funny. Low-key, I wish I kept my hybrids that were just 2 lines now. But I'm absolutely not going to try to do that with only 2 lines. That feels like kind of a crazy waste of money. What do you guys think? Am I going to hit the 2 lines of strength here? I have hit 9 and 9 and 12 and 6. Maybe the next time I hit it, I'll just stamp it and see what we get. But this is just a bit of fun anyway. Oh, there it is. Stamp time. Where's the stamp? No. How many hybrids you missed for doing this over the years? You don't need to know things like that. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Okay, let's see if we get anything with these leftover cubes. Whoa. Hopefully we'll hit 12-9 or something. That's actually pretty decent. How's that compared to my drop gear? I mean, it's slightly better, I suppose. Nah, that's alright. Oh! Nice. Yeah, it's better than the reinforced ring for now. And I have some leftover bright cubes. Let's just have a bit of fun. Let's even get myself like a hybrid in 10 cubes. Wow. This is where the 3-line strength is going to show up, isn't it? Still 2 set. Well, technically I have the armor boxes to get it back, but if I revive them, there's like a non-zero chance that I decide to spend my money. And we're trying to save here. You know, we're trying to save here. I won't tell? Right. Alright. Still basically up after spending a little bit of money. I mean, I just spent a bit so then I could get the ring to legendary anyway. Alright, we're all good. Let's go back to the mines. Back to the mines. Because we have coupons to waste and boosters to spend. Wait, I can't use all my boosters, right? Because there's only 10. Is Jenny weapon the best use for Abyssal Flames? It's definitely up there for some of the best you could use it on. Realistically, if you really wanted to min-max them, you would put everything into a calculator, and then it'll tell you, like, which items are the most likely to get gains. Although, a lot of people, if, like, the gains are, like, kinda similar, they'll just send it on the weapon. Because the upper limit for the weapon is a lot nicer. Especially with Abyssals. Like, the tier 7 attack plus something good tends to be, like, a pretty significant jump compared to getting, let's say, double tier 7 on an armor piece. And double tier 7 on a weapon is significantly better. I missed the opening. I don't save my pouches if that's what you're wondering. Tier 7 damage, tier 7 attack. With that sort of that sort of flame, I'd put it into a calculator. Because realistically, if your chances of improving, like let's say you have a book or something, right? Then you could have chucked Abyssals onto that book and gotten a more like likely gain out of that than compared to your weapon. Because like to beat that, you'd have to hit tier 7 attack again at a bare minimum, right? Which is already hard. Compare that to say like any pitch or eternal. I wouldn't do arcanes because they do eventually get replaced. So I'm just talking about like pitch and eternals, I guess, for now. You could realistically get like 5 flame score gain, which doesn't sound like a lot, but it kind of adds up over time. Hello, Fred. What I do for work? I stream and make videos full time at the moment. I used to work in IT, but I quit my job about 2 years ago. What calculator is good to use? I use the one from Wacky Beans. Let me see if I can find it for you, mate. If you put your gear into here, it takes a little bit of effort because you have to like manually input everything. But it is worth it. Then it will tell you like the rough expectations of beating certain flames. And then it will also put it in order for you for which ones are the easiest to beat. So I recommend using that. But a lot of times people do just send it onto their weapon if they're not sure. Because you can't go wrong just putting gains or like potential gains onto your weapon. Because you'll be using that forever. Like your Jenny weapon upgrades directly into the what's it called, the Destiny weapon anyway. So nothing is really wasted on the weapon. I guess you might miss out on like small gains depending on other items, but yeah. Canada's expensive? Yeah, I mean it's not exactly cheap. I'm in Melbourne myself, in Australia. It's not exactly the cheapest place with like the rise of living costs and everything, but we make do. I honestly didn't think that I'd be streaming and making videos full time for this long. So, thank you guys for you guys making it possible for this to even happen. Shout out to all of my subs and members for supporting me directly. Appreciate it a lot. Honestly, a lot of the credit goes to as well, like my wife, for like even being okay with me doing this, because it is like kind of a scary thing to just quit your job and do something like this. But thankfully, I did already have at least a bit of a baseline. Like I wasn't on like 0 subscribers when I started doing this, right? That'd be crazy. When am I gonna Destiny live? I don't know, Pecco. Don't think I'll ever Destiny live. I can't even clear the Seren mission. I can't even kill Seren in 5 minutes. Oh, I appreciate that, Yuki. Thank you. But yeah, I will say, what I'm doing right now is definitely some people's dream, but I'm not quite there yet on my own, like, personal, I guess, dream job. Because as much as I really enjoy doing content creation full time, I do enjoy MapleStory, don't get me wrong. I think it's not too surprising for a lot of you guys because I talk about it a lot. Like, my heart really lies with like playing TCGs. Like if I could do what I'm doing and do content creation full time for a TCG and go off of that, I think that would be my dream job. I think that's my dream like genre. It would be perfect for me that way, but you know, that just means that I have something that I'm striving for, which is always kind of cool. Again, nothing wrong with MapleStory. It's just I love playing card games. What does 40 average viewers pay Twitch revenue? I don't know if like Twitch even breaks down how much like how much it makes on ads. Or at least I haven't looked into it. I would say for ad revenue specifically on Twitch, it's pretty negligible. I think if I ever do get a payout, it will come mostly from subscriptions. Most of my income though definitely comes from YouTube and me making videos. I'd say that's like most of it. But over the Christmas period, I didn't make very many videos, so low-key kind of broke this month. If I don't work, I don't get paid. If I don't make videos, I don't make money. So I should really get back into it. But I kind of like make videos in waves. Sometimes I get into my own head about like what I think is going to be good content. But right now I'm just trying to like just make something, you know. Don't sit around and worry about it too much. The Afterland stream made you a lot of money for the dishwasher. That was probably the craziest thing that's ever happened, and I still need to do another Afterland stream. I keep putting it off. I was meant to do it last week. But I have an excuse not to do it right now. All the expiring 2x coupons. All the 3x coupons. What do you guys think? Should we do Afterlands tomorrow? Just for you guys. Reset onwards, just Afterlands until I give up on MapleStory. Oh, and then I need to do a Ring Fit stream as well. Oh no. I've actually tried to be good with like my own exercise because I'm kind of like mostly stationary throughout the day. So I've been like trying to exercise more. Maybe it's time to like set that up as well. The Afterland stream might very well be the final stream of MapleStory. Nah, I'll be alright. Surely. Can't be that bad, right? Oh, congrats on AB to 273. Just another 27 more levels, sir. No guild totems? I'm cheap. I refuse to buy guild totems. 2? You mean 2-7? I don't know if any of my characters have guild totems. You have nothing for Shining? That's okay. I don't think we'll get a Shining Star Force anytime soon. We might get a 30% boom reduction, but I'd be pretty surprised if they gave us a Shining. Yeah, Afterlands on your Paladin? Yeah. Just cheap, you know? Okay. Live in 9 days? Hey, I think I'm the same. If you did the Genesis Pass, yeah. I cannot wait to liberate on this character. After it liberates and I can spend as much money as I like. I should be able to hit 200 bill in 9 days, hopefully. If I do all of my weeklies, that's plus 15, I think. Yeah, I think for Genesis Pass, if you've like maxed out as much as you can, it's like up to Will this week. So I think I can do both my Will and my Lucid mission this week. And maybe even the V-Healer one. I have to check the order of the points, but I think it might be possible. But otherwise, I need to wait an extra week anyways. It doesn't really matter when I do it. I hope this character gets a pitch. That'd be fun. Hope it's a book or something. My cup is like kind of whatever. Kind of hoping that they don't do too many star forcing events because I don't really want to save that much. I'm really itching to spend because this character actually has something I can spend on right now. It has arcanes that I need to fix. It has Meister rings that I want to tap to 21/22. It's so tempting. I also have a Kana that's like in dire need of equips. Yeah. And I have a bunch of pitch on characters as well that I really want to tap. My Wild Hunter has a CFE and belt in the waiting, I think. I think my Corsair has a belt in the waiting if I decide to revive that. Yeah. I hope stuff goes. At least for the belt, I have to go for 22 anyway. Hello, Shanks. How you doing, man? Need more discipline to save. It's very easy to save. Just spend when I spend. Then you will be able to always save. Thoughts? I'm not spending anymore, that's why. So if you guys spend when I spend, then we'll all be safe together. I'll spend randomly? No. I'm in my save era. Diamond hands all the way. I might spend like 1 or 2 bill here and there if I have like items I need to like make the most out of. Because I literally just spent like what? A little bit of money just before. Because we had expiring stuff, right? I'll do that. But otherwise, it's all diamond hands all the way until Star Force event. Nah, this time I'll make it. I'll make it to 200 this time. We will make it there. Hang on. I need to organize a meetup with somebody to buy some stuff. Hexa Raging Blow looks nice, yeah. The hitbox like looks massive as well. Honestly, like, just 6 job in general for most characters, it's just aesthetically pretty nice. Except maybe Ren. Ren's 6 job Hurricane skill looks exactly the same. Next stream title, we zeroed out again? No, that's not happening. We're making it to 200 this time. Just do what I do? Exactly. And I'm gonna save all the way to 200 this time. We're gonna make it. Look, if I go hide my... Oh, I could do that. I could legitimately ask my wife to pick a random character without me looking and just put all the money on that character. And then I'll never find the money ever again. I can't spend it if I don't know where it is. Thoughts? Like, I might have the itch to spend, but I can't physically spend if I don't know where the money is. Hopefully you can't find it on event. Yo! What are these comms? You would check your last logged in character. I don't even know how to do that. I don't even know what that is. That's a setting? Spending 5 minutes on stream going through every character. Dude, I'm not that down bad. It shows up on the homepage. Oh, I mean, that means we can just make it so then the money gets put away on the mule and then you log back onto the hero. No? Can't you just do that? That's an easy fix, no? You guys not wanting me to find the money during a Star Force event is crazy. Imagine if I spend the first 10 minutes of me Star Forcing is me going through every single one of my mules to go find the money. That's the first 5 minutes. I don't know where I put my money, guys. I'm on an adventure to find my money. And the funny part is, too, I wouldn't even know how much money I'd have. I have like a rough estimate, but I wouldn't know the exact value. Splits it up. Yo, that'd be funny. It's like, ooh, 10 bill here. Oh, 15 here. 5 bill here. 1 here. Nah, that's too much effort. I think my computer will die. Right. Just about to hit 267. Almost there. Didn't realize how much EXP I was getting. It's quite a lot. Oh, congrats on your emblem, Shanks. $99.9. Next wave is probably the level up. There we go. 267. So I just need to level up one more time, and then I can use the Transcendent Growth pot to get to 270. Hopefully I can use that before it expires, so I have just about, what, 12 hours to do that. It's probably doable. I still have Monster Park ×7. I still have a bunch of the advanced EXP vouchers that we have from the event. I think I have at least 2,000 of them. MP? I've already done MP on this character, unfortunately. MP actually gives quite a lot. It gave me like 20% or something. Seen you do so many characters. Actually, I'm kind of curious. For those who have like watched me over the last year, because I've almost 2 years now. I've been streaming full time for just a little under 2 years. Which are the characters are you surprised I actually still play versus the ones that you guys are kind of surprised I didn't keep playing? Just for those who have like been around. Maybe you haven't been around for that long, but I think personally I'm kind of surprised I actually like my Wild Hunter. Hello Overlord, thank you for following. Alright, good night Posh. The Buck? Ah, you know what, like, given the playstyle of Buck, that's kind of fair. I honestly also kind of expected myself to enjoy Buck a little bit more. But I kind of dropped it as soon as I hit 260, which is a little bit unfortunate, but I didn't really like the character that much. Surprised the mech's still alive? No, the mech is like the OG boss mule though. Look, I give the mech a lot of crap, but I do actually like playing it. It's just not lucky in the ways that I want it to be lucky. Demon Slayer and Bowmaster, dude. Every time that somebody tells me to make a Demon Slayer, it pushes it back another 3 months. The pace that we're going, I'm making a Demon Slayer in 2033. Wasn't that the joke that was going on for the longest time? Didn't I say it? I felt like I said that every single stream. And I tried to keep track of what year I was up to. And I tried to be consistent, and I think I slipped up one of the times, maybe Polar, or maybe you said it, Shanks, where you're like, wait, you said 2028 last time, why is it back to 2027? I was like, ah, oh, damn. I lost track. You have Rune Blessing, why don't you use the Eternal Clock? I have a 4x coupon in my storage. So, if ideally what I would like to do, is I want to use it on my Ren or my Corsair. Ideally. So I might just like, dry grind on those characters if I have time. Oh, no, it's so sad. I don't really want to use the Eternal Clock on this character. That's why. Because the other two characters, I want them both to get to 280. I want my Ren to get to 280 and my Corsair. Both of them are like 50 or 60% or something. So if I can use a clock plus advanced EXP vouchers, both of them can be 280. That's the problem. Said you'll drop it 10 times. It's because it kept getting unlucky. It keeps blowing up things first tap 20 to 21. And 17 to 18. The ET has just traumatized me. The first ET blew up first tap 17 to 18. Second ET first tap 20 to 21. The third one I did it on stream. It was literally first tap 17 to 18. You can't make that up, man. You can't make that up. The mech hates me. It's not me. It hates me, not the other way around. I keep giving it resources, it just doesn't hit. What don't I like about Buck? I'm not sure. It's not as fluid as I expected it to be. And also the grinding scared me. I think it's more the second one. I thought I would like the playstyle and bossing enough for it to not matter, but just thinking about grinding on the Buck made me sad. We're tied? What did I even do? I didn't do anything. How am I even getting points? Fanner's list is biased, for sure. He just hates me. He's biased. Fanner's on top of his list, dude. His list means nothing. His list is you go up if he feels like you want to go up. Hype is number 1. Oh no, that's guaranteed. The fact that he's full set pitch on his Ren is crazy. And it's like not even bad pitch, it's like good pitch as well. Doesn't he have like an ET book emblem or something like that? And I think an eye patch? That's crazy. No, I just placed down my stupid thing. Still, I don't understand how I'm gaining points. I don't hit anything. Finding the drop is like, that's not even worth points. It doesn't count if you just find the item. It has to be useful. I still can't forget the day that like I got so many points for hitting a double HP fam. That's how you knew the list was rigged. When a double HP fam is considered luckier than getting pitch. Fake list. It's just rage bait at this point. Give me that pouch. Nice. Nodes. Jenny badge deserves to be top of the list. That's fair. Jenny badge is pretty rare. I think that was my second Jenny badge, right? Because I had one on my Cannon Master already. That first one actually took like 3 or 4 years for me to get. And then technically for my Battle Mage, it took 2 years to get that badge. So it wasn't like super lucky, but it was like definitely above average for the second one. The first one though was like 4 years in the waiting. I think it took about 55 or so runs to see my first badge. So yeah, 3 years. Not 4 because I know that I've done a bunch of runs on my mules and stuff. The fact that you had all those things going for you, Kalis, and you're still not number 1 just means that the guys who are above you are just that much luckier. What have I done in the last week? I didn't get anything. I didn't do anything. No. The lucky one was definitely my red getting a book. I take that back. That one's pretty good. That left my memory because for some reason I thought I got that on my Battle Mage. And then I'd be sad. Doesn't my Battle Mage have 2 books now? Man, it took 2 years to get the first one and then like 3 weeks to get the second one. It's always after you don't need it. While we're talking about the list, we were talking about how myself and Kalis were the same rank. Don't worry, Hype. We know you're goated. You will forever be rank 1. No matter what you do, you will be rank 1. Even if we all decide that there are luckier people, you will still be rank 1 on the list. It's your home now. You own that spot. See, the thing about this sort of list though is that it only really takes into account the people that talk a lot and share. This is where we find out that like we have somebody just chilling in the chat and in the Discord, and they're just like casually full 24 star total, and we'll never know about it. You know, that could be the case. As unlikely as it is, could just be random guy just sitting here and be like, yeah, I'm just not gonna say anything. I have 24 eternals. Hello Shimon, how you doing? Are you the guy with 24 eternals? One of the guys. Yo, it's a whole community of them. I reckon Melvin's the other one. He's just secretly like throwing all the bad luck into the chat, but he's secretly full 24 stars. So 25, and it's 500 mil combat power. Only 500 mil. Come on now. Put some respect on him. If he had all of that, he'd be way more. You have a 24 shoulder. That's so random. Why shoulder? Did you just happen to have like a spare shoulder from a while ago? I'd imagine you would have done this like with spares from like the old carling pieces, right? Because now it's all like standardized. I don't see why you would go for 24 shoulder specifically. Genuinely curious. IGN Chapaz. Not this imposter. Pretend to be Chapaz. Thoughts? Did shoulder because you don't have the flame again? Oh, valid. Oh, sorry. I can feel my throat just itching. It's so sad. I want to not cough anymore. I kind of miss just breathing normally. They're already 137 and 6. Holy. Juice of flames. Out of curiosity then, what is your hexa converted to, now that you're at this spot? 18 limber glove boots. So I guess you're going for full 18s first then? Full 18s and then you start laddering them? $108. Damn. Nice. It's good stuff. Oh, so you had 22k, but the gloves and boots at 18. Are you just doing 122 at a time? Or are you laddering them? Alright. Let's reveal this unique... $110 mesos. Look, it's okay if it's a bad one if the Frontier Fam component is okay. Then I'll accept it. Okay, we want it to be nice and clean for the first half or so. Okay, so around here, hang on, let me check that you guys can actually see it. Oh, it's a bit low. That's better. Alright. Show us a percent sign. I don't think... Oh! There is a percent sign. Okay, this could be attack power. This could be attack. Because it's actually like... I think this is too late for boss damage. I just don't want it to be ignore defense, but I think it's a bit short for ignore defense. Oh, yo, this is winnable. This might be something. Yeah, you guys ready? Oh, it's 6. Yes! Chance. Okay, there's a real chance this could be attack power, because it's like... Okay, I don't want to get myself too excited. There's still a chance it could be magic attack. It could still be magic attack. Please. Attack power! MP! It's cooked. Unlucky. Oh, and it's useless. It's so exciting when I see the percent sign like that. Into the glue factory. You know, I'm still sad that I'm a warrior. Have you guys seen... What is it? Where is it? This one? You guys see this? Ah. So close to glory, man. It's a shame I can't use it though. %9 attack is crazy. Attack power is roughly the same length as boss damage. Is it actually? That's kind of sad. Okay, so it's like slightly before the dot. That's when we need it. We need to see it slightly before the dot. Does it feel to be lucky? What are you talking about? Me? Lucky? Never, dude. Oh, I forgot to pop a second booster. I was too busy like doing like random things. I forgot to see, multitasking has never been my strength. Any CPQ after? Oh yeah. I probably should have done that first. Is 40 boss and 6 attack interchangeable? 40 boss is definitely better than 6 attack. 6 attack is probably more comparable to like about 25% boss damage for some people. It's like, maybe not 25, maybe a bit less than that. Somewhere between 25 and 20. $40 boss is definitely like the gold standard for fams. If you're a continuous class, 6 attack is almost 40. Okay, oh, 30. There you go. There's the comparison. But I think for like raw classes, it's less, right? It's like closer to 25. But yeah, definitely weaker than 40 boss though. But if you had things like 20 boss and 30 boss, then 6% attack is more of a consideration. Six is worth 32, yeah. You'd have to definitely put into a calculator onto Scouter to know for sure. Damn, so you're telling me that that 9 magic attack fam is like worth like 40 something % boss damage? That is crazy. It's 47 boss. Ugh, Jesus. Yeah, it's for the continuous ring makes it so good. Yeah, these numbers I'm just saying, they're very dependent on what your personal character does, or like how effective it is. Like taking into account attack and boss damage and stuff. It'll be different for everybody. But attack is like pretty good. If I hit 6% attack, I'd be pretty happy. That is crazy. That just shows like how good attack is, right? Just hit 40 and 6? Yeah, so easy, dude. Just double prime your fams. Easy. So easy. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I did get more EXP today than I expected. Wait, I can't get to 270 today. I have to do 2 whole levels. No. For some reason I thought I could get to 270. I'm so dumb. It's not happening. I'm getting to 268. Sauna time. I mean, if you want to buy me some sauna time, I'll happily use it IRL. Actually, I don't really like the sauna. Just like in person. Do 5k mobs on the red. That's true. What's not to like? Nah, for me it's like, I don't really like sitting in Steam. Like, it's just too, I don't know. I think it's because, like, I remember when I was younger, I went to Queensland for a holiday, which is like another state in Australia. And the hotel had a sauna room next to like the swimming pool at the place we were staying at. And I remember going in there and I was just like, man, this kind of sucks. I just remember that when I was younger. There's a random memory of me like just sitting there, because it was just me and my family, right? I was just sitting there. I was like, nah, I don't like this. I just much preferred not being in the sauna. And I think I tried again when I got a little bit older. And I thought the same thing. Like, I sat inside a sauna. I was like, nah, I can't relax in here. I don't like breathing in the steam. Compare that to, I guess, because I've been to hot springs before. You know, you would have like sauna rooms and like just pools of hot water and stuff. I always preferred just sitting in like the water, even though it is like a little bit steamy as well. So kind of surprised I don't mind it. But yeah, I don't know. It's not my style. Don't really like saunas. Oh, here's a question for those who have tried it before. How many of you guys like a cold plunge? It's like, usually you sit in like warm like pools and stuff like that in hot springs. But there is often like just this drop of cold water and you can jump into it. I don't like the cold plunge. I don't like the shock. But I know there is definitely a crowd of people that enjoy that. That's just swimming in the ocean in Melbourne. You know, you're not wrong. At least in the cove it feels like that. The water in the cove feels pretty cold. When you go like to the peninsula and stuff like that, the water's actually pretty nice. Like during the holiday season, like when my wife was on annual leave, one of the days she got like really cabin feverish. She wanted to do something outside. And she was like, you want to just go to Rye? For those who don't know, Rye is just a like coastal town basically. But the problem is it's like a 3-hour drive to get there. And I was just like, you know what, kind of down. Let's wake up at like nice and early, grab coffee and just drive for 3 hours to a coastal town. And we didn't even stay there that long. I think we stayed there for like an hour. But it was just kind of nice. And the water there's pretty good. But it was also a really hot day, so... Ooh. Green. That helps. That gave me 4%. Cold plunge after you played basketball was mandatory. I see. I don't mind jumping to a cold pool if it's a hot day, but like if I was at a hot spring and I was just relaxing, a cold plunge does not work for me. Journey, not destination moment. Pretty much. It was definitely fun. I mean, we went there to mostly just get lunch, honestly. But it was a really hot day. Like during that time, it was incredibly hot. But there were so many people there. I was incredibly hot. It's probably not that bad for some of you guys. It's probably closer to like 35 degrees. And man, there were so many people at the beach. You guys like see those pictures of the beaches where it's just like, there's no space to walk. It's just a bunch of people and just tents pitched everywhere on the sand. It was kind of like that. Like I've only seen photos of that. That was the first time I've seen it in person. I was like, holy crap, there's so many people here. Bondi Beach? Nah, it was... well, I haven't seen what Bondi Beach is like when it's like really packed. But this particular beach in Rye, it was... There was no walking space. It's just people on top of each other, basically. I was so confused when I walked past it. I was like, how do you even like... Like, how does that even work? It's just... Everyone just all at the beach at the same time. It was crazy to me to see. Born and raised in Australia? Yeah. Because I know, like, there are definitely a lot of popular beaches that can get pretty crowded, right? Don't get me wrong, but this was like another level to me. I don't know. I've seen like videos and like photos of, you know, popular beaches on advertisements and stuff like that, but that was crazy. That was crazy packed. First time I've personally ever seen something like that. But yeah, we didn't stay very long because it was very hot, and Rye as a town is like mostly unshaded. And there's flies everywhere. It was very hot. But yeah, we were mostly there for lunch and it was kind of nice. It was fun. And then on the way back we went past one of our favorite breweries. Because on the peninsula there's a lot of like distilleries and just breweries in general. Breweries? Am I saying it right? When I said it the first time, it sounded weird in my head. Wanted to go for a trip. Yeah, that's fair. I think Australia's like pretty nice if you want to go a bit further out of the main city areas, in my opinion. If you stay in the main city areas, I can imagine it's like not that impressive. It's pretty standard city stuff. Like the difference between Melbourne and Sydney, it's like pretty much the same. But you got to go a bit further out to appreciate the other things. I feel like if you're somebody that likes going and walking around and hiking and stuff, I can appreciate Australia a little bit more. But I think in terms of like the city center area, it's like nothing special in my opinion. See big ass spires where I'm staying? Like where I live? Sometimes. Sometimes. The most common, like, big spider is the huntsman. It sounds a lot scarier than it is. It's just an ugly, big-ass spider. And it's a pretty common, very harmless spider. It's just massive. And sometimes it gets into the house, and, you know, you look up and you see a giant spider and you're like, ah, that's a spider. And then you gotta figure out how I'm supposed to get the spider outside. Annoying when they're high in the car. Thankfully, I haven't had any huntsmen inside my car yet. But every once in a while when I drive, I'll see a huntsman crawl across the window. I'm like, I don't know how you even got there. Like, how are you holding onto the car? I'm driving at, like, whatever speeds, and the spider's just, like, crawling across the window. I'm like, bruh, where'd you even come from? And that's just how it is when you live out, like, a bit further outside of the main city areas. But at least they're harmless. They're just ugly. So wherever I can, like, if I see them, I just, like, try to brush them off the car, or, like, if they're inside the house, I try to pick it up and... Not with my bare hands, but pick it up and put it outside. But if it's in a spot that's too inconvenient, or it's, like, dark outside and I don't want to go outside, well, straight in the bin. We don't get funnel webs, yeah. Like, there's no, like, dangerous spiders in, like, in the residential areas. I'll be honest, like, if you somehow get yourself hurt in Australia, it's kind of deserved. When it comes to the animals, if you hurt yourself, or, like, get yourself in the spot where you can actually be harmed by these animals, usually it's your own fault. Usually. Yeah, it's not that bad. Any snakes? I don't think I've ever seen a snake in the wild, actually. I don't think I've ever seen a snake in the wild. At least not in Melbourne. Maybe in other states it might be more common, but definitely not here. I think it's too cold. Tontina's gone away, he's so sad. Yeah. We will miss the portals. The portals are pretty good. You never seen a snake in Australia? Yeah. I'd say, like, if you, like, didn't go out of your way to interact with these animals, unironically, probably the most dangerous animal you bump into is probably a kangaroo. Because if you are driving around in the middle of the night in, like, rural areas to go somewhere, and the kangaroo jumps in front of your car, that's actually, like, pretty dangerous. Not because you're fighting them or something like that. But it's actually, like, a pretty common problem. Like, one of my mates, he lives out pretty far outside of the city areas, but there's plenty of, like, kangaroos, and it's... Yeah, it's a bit of a suspiciously dangerous drive in the middle of the night, because the kangaroos don't exactly understand how to cross a road. They kind of just jump there, and you just hit them. I think similarly with wallabies, which are, like, kind of like smaller kangaroos. It's very similar. It's like moose. Kind of like deers, yeah, it's like that sort of thing. It's not because, like, you're going out of your way to interact with them, but, like, if they jump in front of your car's toast, and then hopefully you're not. Waged a war against emus and lost. It's a pretty funny story about, like, the whole emu war, but, like, anybody with a brain who sees an emu and looks at it knows that a gun is not gonna work. Or at least it won't be completely easy. At least given the technology at the time, it was such a bad idea. Like, I've only seen emus in, like, zoos and sanctuaries, but those birds are massive, and they're fast, right? If they haven't noticed you, and you're trying to shoot them with, like, a pitiful machine gun, which is what I understand they use, or, like, a hunting rifle, they're big birds, man. They're massive. You don't mess with those emus. Yeah, they're massive birds. So I'm actually very unsurprised that at the time when they tried to eradicate the emus, or at least cull the population, that they didn't succeed. I am not surprised at all. Cassowaries are crazy. Yeah, those are another kind of, like, giant bird. You do not mess with cassowaries. I've only ever seen one in a pen, and I didn't even want to get that close to the pen, I'll be honest. You know, it's like one of those things, if looks could kill. The way that it was, like, looking at you through the fence, it wanted the smoke, man. It was gonna throw hands. If the gate wasn't there, everybody in the sanctuary was in danger. Yeah, those giant birds. But then again, it's like one of those things where, like, if you don't mess with nature, it probably will leave you alone. So don't do anything stupid. Like, I've seen a lot of, like, these random articles or videos of, like, tourists getting injured by the animals, and I'm just thinking to myself, like, how do you even get yourself into that situation to even fight a kangaroo? Like, you gotta go really out of your way for that to happen. There's, like, a very... there's a video of, like, a guy who tried to get his dog that was, like, being strangled by a kangaroo in the water. Okay, there's a very, like, specific article of that. So first off, why is the kangaroo in the water? Second off, why is your dog in the water with the kangaroo? And third, why are you fighting the kangaroo that's in the water holding your dog? Like, how did you even get that to happen? As it turns out, kangaroos have, like, a defense mechanism. When they're scared, they go into the water and they try to drown whatever's coming to them. That's what I found out. So it was completely that guy's fault. You gotta really go out of your way for something like that to happen. Dog should have been on a leash, 100%. 100%. If you don't know what you're doing around wild animals, like, you shouldn't be messing with them. Another thing is, like, it's very common for people to, like, think of kangaroos and think about, like, boxing them or something like that. Do you guys want to know, like, what kangaroos' main way of fighting is? They fight with their feet. So they balance onto their tails and they kind of, like, claw forward with their feet. And the most common way of, like, people getting injured by kangaroos, if they enrage a kangaroo somehow, is usually disembowelment. Fun fact. So you don't mess with the kangaroos. They don't box you. They'll just claw at your stomach with their feet. They'll mess you up, and they're just pure muscle as well. Pure muscle. They're all cute and stuff in the zoo because they're, like, used to humans, but man, wild ones, you don't mess with them. Hello, Carsten. Thank you for the follow. Welcome. Ah, man, just Australia things, right? You telling me the kangaroos boxing gloves are a lie? Yeah, they don't really box. You know that thing you do as kids when, like, you're kind of, like, fussing with each other and you're, like, going like this to each other, just like you're fighting each other with your hands like that? That's the most that they'll do with their hands as kangaroos. They'll definitely use their legs more than anything. Love the videos, thank you, appreciate it. Hopefully, you can keep enjoying them when I make more. Nah, kangaroos, they do not box. But it is funny to think that they would box. Why would they box when, like, their legs are so, like, so crazy? They do, like, choke, like, they fight with, like, by grappling. That's for sure. I don't think a kangaroo would usually punch. I don't think they throw punches. They're usually, like, kicking or they're grappling. Oh man, you guys reminded me of a funny video of a guy recording two kangaroos fighting, and one gets, like, kicked into and through a fence. It just, like, ends up in some guy's house because it gets kicked from another kangaroo. Man, that's a classic, man. Not really in Australia until you see a kangaroo get kicked through another person's fence. His dog held by the kangaroo. Yeah, that's the video I'm talking about. Like, they're just, like, in the water. He just punches the kangaroo in the face. But the kangaroo only like grapples things if it feels like it's threatened. So it's like completely on the guy's like dog for like making the kangaroo feel that way. Ah, no, it's kind of dumb. It's kind of his dog's fault there. Should have definitely been on a leash and not scared the kangaroo into the water and then chased the kangaroo into the water. It's not like the kangaroo took the dog and ran into the water. That's not how it works. Why would they do that? That makes no sense. Will Hyperburn stay after the patch if you haven't reached 260? It seems like it ends, unfortunately, so if you're not already 260, I think the Hyperburn ends. Like, all the rewards as well also expire pretty soon. If you started the Hyperburn Beyond, or whatever it's called, that will last for another month. Alright. I'm gonna quickly check my Corsair because I really want to start its a few more expeditions. I don't think I've done my 15 expeditions in Mystic Frontier yet. Wow, thank you so much. A bunch of commons. Let's see. Did we get anything fun here? They extended it? I wouldn't know. Yeah. If they extended it, then that's the first time I've heard that. Wow, just a bunch of blues. Actually, the blues aren't too bad. You can still get some decent stuff from the blues. You can get like 3x coupons and stuff. Oh my god, it's just all commons again. What's going on? Let's go to the aquarium. I actually really like aquariums. IRL. Ooh, purple. Glowing, glowing. Nothing but glowings. Wow, so many glowings. Change main. I'm gonna roll 4. Should I go back? You're just gonna pick one or the other. For what it's worth, I think like raw 4 is one of those items that you kind of get eventually anyway. So it's really up to you. I want to skip this first round, it's so sad. Alright. Good night, Yuki. Thanks for dropping by. Hope you get good rest. Blue. Blue. Glowing. Glowing. Took you 1.5 years to get one, and then you got one the next week. The game knows, dude. It knows. I swear it does. Yeah, that's probably good enough. That happened to me multiple times with my books. It's so sad. It's like, it took me 2 years to get a book on my Wild Hunter, not Wild Hunter, on my Battle Mage, and I got one like a week later. The game knows, man. You finally get the drop you're looking for, and they straight just disappoint you. Second is even, okay. Sure. Should have chosen the other one. Oh, good. Someone yoinked your book, still new one. Oh. Do I have to win this? I should have checked first. So this is 9, 12, 18 times 1.2. Oh no. I don't have any multipliers. Alright, coping on the last one. Blue and glowing. Wow. 132. It's cooked. Oh. Wait. This needs to be even. Got a weapon jump 4. Is it better than roll 3? I think roll 3 is probably better. No. It's alright. Yeah, I think the roll 3 is probably better. For most. Yeah, I'm just gonna grab one. See if I get some dice. What's this one? First is even, okay. Blue. Cope on the last round. You got your first black heart. That's pretty good. Congrats. Wait, I didn't need to re-roll that 5. Whoops. It's worth using a stat instead of a stat ring. You would probably definitely use the roll 3. Roll 2, it would probably be worse. Roll 2 is probably worse than weapon jump 4. I know, like, these expeditions are not very good, but I'm gonna forget to do these otherwise. I actually got a fair amount of orange pouches throughout the week already, so I'm pretty happy just getting whatever. Ooh, purple. Something Osring's hard to know for sure. It's pretty confusing. The general rule of thumb is that Ring of Restraint is like usually king. Ooh, another purple. When in doubt, Ring of Restraint. Ring of Restraint and also typically level 3 and above are the useful rings. Like if you have like an interesting looking ring, but it's less than level 3, it's probably not usable. Or not as usable. Alright. How do you use roll and weapon jump together? You ring swap after your roll runs out. So it depends on the class which way you do it. A lot of classes you just do your burst with the roll, and then after your roll expires, then you can ring swap over to weapon jump. Then depending on how your class works, you can immediately use the weapon jump as soon as it comes back up. Pardon me. Or you can save it for your mini burst. So there's a lot of classes that have 60-second cooldown skills. I'm thinking classes like Cannon Master or Battle Mage. They have a lot of 60 cooldowns. So you will ring swap to your weapon jump, and then once your mini burst comes up, then you'll use your weapon jump there. Then you swap back to your Ring of Restraint. But I think there are some classes that use their weapon jump immediately after because they don't really have a mini burst. But I might be wrong there. Alright, we need one more Do we have somebody? Hyperion W, yup. Hype's coming? Nice. Is that him? Yep. I recognize that. IGN. Let's go. Does Bowmaster have a mini burst? I don't think so. I feel like I've seen JH just like... So JH is a Bowmaster main. I feel like every time I've seen him boss, he like after his ring restraint expires, he immediately swaps and then uses the weapon jump. Because it still has like the rest of the buffs there, I think. But I'm not sure. Can't work so on Dark Knight and Dual Blade. I think because they have low cooldown skills. Yeah, the classes that can time their really strong low cooldown skills with continuous feels pretty good. But the thing is, then you have to be a little bit more conscious of not just pressing your skills off cooldown if you really want to maximize it. Oh, I yoinked the hat. It's mine. I now have a Sweetwater hat. Swaps the weapon jump to make the use of the left of it. Oh, the rest of it, yeah. Makes sense. Yeah. For most classes, it will be weapon jump plus raw. Sorry, raw plus weapon jump, rather. Raw as the main burst, and then weapon jump as either the residual damage buff or the like the mini burst, depending on what your class does. I wonder if I should start doing that on my Wild Hunter as well. The weapon jump swap and then using it immediately. I feel like I should start doing that. That makes a lot more sense for my Wild Hunter in hindsight, because then I have like the residual damage from the... What's it called? Can't remember what the word's called. Jaguar Storm. It's pain to play around? Nah, I kind of agree. I'm not very good at paying attention to the continuous. Okay. You think we'll get Wild Hunter remaster after March? I think that sounds about right, yeah. The remaster should be coming pretty soon. I'm looking forward to the remaster. I'm excited to play like a smoother version of Wild Hunter. Actually excited. Mech gets remastered, I'll main swap to it. I think Mech is in a okay spot, but it is a little outdated feeling. I want to see how Blaze Wizard plays after the patch. I'm waiting for the balance update. Okay, I need to do just a few more runs. That way I'll be able to buy the monocle, bring it back, and use the use the unique pot scroll. Need to use the unique pot scroll on something. Maybe I should have kept some of the bright cubes. I have so many things expiring, it's impossible. At least we went up in terms of our money today. Tomorrow is not boss reset yet, so I'll do my weeklies tomorrow. Alright, good night, Kalis. Hello Baron, welcome back. Are you on your break? Hydrate, thank you. That's the rest of my coffee. Now I'm sad. Okay, how many more symbols do I need here? I need like 2,000 more symbols and then I'm done. Total. About 600 each. On your Ren, you mentioned you didn't follow the Hexa guide. It's better to unlock all the marshes and 5th. The way that I thought about it is, what do I actually need out of my Ren? At the time, I think I was trying to solo Black Mage, so it felt pretty good to unlock like one of each of the skills. Because even though it doesn't give you that much FD across like your DPS, I just wanted to make sure that my burst was really good, because in Black Mage, if your character's on the weaker side, you prefer your burst to be strong rather than necessarily your DPS. Because I had a feeling I couldn't break the shield anyway in P4, so it didn't make a difference if I increased my FD by like 1% overall on DPS. I'd rather it be all in my burst. So I remember unlocking one of each of the skills, even though that's not necessarily the right way to do it. And then afterwards I followed like the standard DPS like frag efficiency. Yeah. I think that's the case for a lot of classes. Like, if you really wanted to min-cut bosses, it's okay to make your overall DPS, you know, slightly weaker if it means that your burst is going to be more consistent and, like, more impactful. Also, for Ren, like, because, like, your burst lasts, like, 5 to 10 seconds at most, right? And if your damage is mostly inside that burst, it makes sense to just unlock one of each. It's fine. It feels kind of bad to, like, for example, especially if you finish Hexastat 1, right? The Hexastat 1 is actually, like, reasonably cheap to do. And it's pretty good, right? Hexastat 1 is pretty good. 10 to unlock, and then you just keep getting gains. But when you get to Hexastat 2, that's where it's, like, a little bit like, do you really want to spend 200 or 250, whatever it is, to just unlock it, and then you don't really achieve anything with it? Like, yeah, I guess, like, by the time that you finish it, it'll be worthwhile, right? But then until you finish it, it feels damn bad. Hello, house. It wasn't until I cleared most of my bosses that I started, like, finishing up my Hexastat. I don't really regret maxing out my Hexastat, but it was definitely expensive. Can we get Blaze with a Hurricane already? Tell me about it, dude. I'm excited. This iteration is draining your soul. Tell me about it. I am also on the same boat, quite literally. Alright. Yeah, one of the things that I need to do is actually restore my monocle, because I blew it up for unknown reasons. I don't know why I would do that. Let's grab back a monocle. And then I can restore it. And I can use this unique scroll. And then eventually, I'll get this to the legendary. I think I have some spare flames, actually. Why not? I'll chuck some spare flames onto it, because I think I'll be using this. I thought about using the black bean mark, but I don't know what else I'm going to use these flames on. I'm happy for my black bean mark to stay as it is. Alright, what are we looking for? Like 4%? Feels weird to like use flames on this sort of item, but I mean, I don't know, have much to use on anyway. Using E-flames on a monocle. Oh, that would have been nice if that said strength. Maybe I'll regret rolling over that. But I'm going for glory. And the glory's not here. Oh. 10 strength. Tough decision. Alright. That's okay. I'll be chucking like random flames on it anyway. Eventually we'll use it as damage gear, I think. I think I'll get this to 18. And that'll be good. Thursday to Sunday, you're away with friends, missing out on the first days of an event. Bricked account. It's actually bricked. Okay. What else do we need to make use out of? I'll put all the things that are expiring into my storage. That way I can see it. So many things expiring. It's okay. I'll find a use for it, surely. Do you know what would be a crazy thing to let expire in the storage? What if this is just like expired? The gilded clockwork. Does it sound like a bad idea? Sounds like a pretty bad idea. Okay. Pots on the PF. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. Okay, what else am I missing here? Get 2 mag pots. So much stuff. Let's just claim these. Oh wait, I have to claim one at a time? Oh man. These could be used on other characters, but I want it on this one. Alternatively, I could put it on my Wild Hunter just to unlock a sense. It's pretty good to put on the Wild Hunter. Like, actually. Yeah, nah, putting on the Wild Hunter. My hero actually has good frags. Wild Hunter with Ascent, I think, will clean it up a lot. Oh, because did I already do the Black Mage run on my Wild Hunter? I think I did. And I remember, like, being really annoyed that I couldn't get past P3. Yeah, this would be a perfect amount of frags as well. Soul Erda Fragment. Unlock Ascent. That's the Ascent skill, right? Gear Storm. Now I need to find a hotkey for it. Kind of use all my buttons right now. Maybe that's where I'll put it. F2. Neat. You can copy and paste? Yeah. Okay, so actually one thing I wanted to test then is just how much damage the Ascent does to Damien. Specifically P2. I guess I can test it just in P1, but this is kind of the whole reason why I wanted to try it. You don't have shared skills? Ugh, look. I kind of just like put the hotkeys together while I grind. And if it makes sense, it is what it is. Okay, so I do about 20%. And then if I can do 10% with the remnants of my burst, I think that's pretty good. I'm actually pretty happy with that. That's a clean amount of damage. Because I can definitely DPS like the last 20% in P2. With a bind. Hello, JH. Okay, nice. Ascent's unlocked. Is that level 1? Yeah, it's just level 1. It's because in P2 Damien it's kind of annoying, right? But the fact that the Ascents can't miss and the Ascents don't get reduced damage, it cleans up P2. That's the entire reason why I unlocked it. That's all I wanted to do. Do I play with the AI upscaler? I think so, yeah. What's it called? It's one of these. Yeah, this one. It looks a little wobbly sometimes, but that's because my computer's kind of bad. Okay. I think that's it. To kill P2 Damien. Another thing that their Ascents are useful for is to phase Black Mage when there's like 2% left and you don't want to DPS in P3. Hello, Gibson. Sense damage calculation into your power. It counts combat power. I think it does like a set amount of damage based off of your combat power, yeah. It doesn't take into account like your buffs, I think, or something like that. There's some things that it doesn't take into account, so you can use it technically whenever, but you don't use it on like your bursts, for example. Like the raw won't change the damage of it. There's a bunch of stuff I need to do later. Maybe I'll just leave it as is. Alright. What other event things do I need to claim? Okay. I have 3 Punch Kings. I can claim these Soul Erder. That's fine. I won't use the Strawberry Farm. There's no character I'm gonna do that on. So for the Punch Kings, I think we talked about it before. If I get about, let's say 800 points per Punch King, it's a pretty significant amount of EXP. Right. 13%. So I'm probably gonna use it either on my Corsair or my Ren. Now, how much EXP will this character get if I did MPE on it? You get 7% for MPE. I'm already at 56, so I'll get up to about, what, 62? And then if I do Punch King 3 times, they'll give me 39%. So I actually do level up from just that. That's pretty good. That means my Ren will be level 280 then. From just those. That means I can actually use these gift boxes on something else. So I can either put this on the hero, or I can put it on my Corsair. How much EXP is my Corsair on? There's also the gear I haven't used. I could actually just grind on the Corsair. Mathing. Every time that I've ever mathed anything out on MapleStory, I've always been off by like 5%. Every time. Yeah, so 45%. The gear will give me about like, let's say 1T. Every 1,000 tickets will give me about 4%. So 1T is, let's say, roughly 6%, give or take. Maybe a bit more, maybe it's 7%. So let's see, 7%, 52. Then I need another, a little bit over 10,000 tickets. So I actually have enough to use this clockwork. And I guess 10 boosters. I have to do 10 boosters on my Corsair. It's kind of cooked. Kind of cooked. Alright, you know what I want to check? I want to check. I was gonna say, if a rune of liberation, like a liberation rune shows up, I can probably just start it now, right? If I do this, then come back to it another time, it'll be a different rune, right? Oh. No, I don't have thing. I don't have a teleport rock. This way I can prep it, right? Increases the chances of the next one being something else. Oh, it's Peko. What's Peko doing here? Why is he in Shangri-La? He's hiding from somebody. Alright. I think that'll be it for now though, because I gotta go head out for dinner pretty soon, and I gotta sort out some things. But yeah, hopefully I'll be able to upload some videos soon on my hero. I do want to do an update as well on my Ren, because if it's level 280, I wouldn't mind just showcasing it. I think that might be a fun showcase. And yeah. Thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I'll probably start my stream pretty early tomorrow, so I'll see you guys then. And that's when we will finish off as many expiring event things as we can. Alright. Appreciate you guys as always, and I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Should do something. I should raid somebody. Let's go find somebody that we can send you guys off to. That's something I have a bad habit of not doing. Wow. Shah is streaming, so I can send you guys over to Shah. Alright. I'll see you guys again tomorrow. Take care, guys.